Hey, bro. Sorry, they would not. Took forever. How are the levels, Mark? What's up, Zach? How you doing, brother? Microphone volume good? Is it too quiet? Hold on. I can bring some stuff up here. I'm betting nobody makes it till the end. It's a sleepy Friday. It just feels like a sleepy Friday for some reason. Well, how was everybody's week?
Alpha Jams.
Oh, good times. Stay home. Ugh. I hate freezing rain. Heck yeah, baby, party on. Hang on, BRB. I want that for you. What does the doctor have to say about it, Mark? Fuck. Well, frankly, I'm not entirely surprised by that. It seems like Firefly really caught on in America more than like Harley Benton kind of ran its course a little bit stateside, and people are kind of moving on to other stuff. And also their shipping from Germany is like super fast. Like I don't think I've waited more than 5 days for anything. They really get it to you pretty quickly, so it kind of felt redundant. Like they just raised the price on the stuff warehoused in America, and so you're just still paying the same money, and the shipping was roughly the same. So I don't know. I think it was probably like an overzealous move to even do an American, warehouse or whatever. But they were all worried about tariffs and stuff, and turns out it's not that big of a deal, probably. I'm looking for another backing track here. But I like Harley Benton's products. Like their quality's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And their selection is really awesome. Dang, where are all my backing tracks at? No, MJ. There we go. MJ's got to have some new fire. New fire. Oh, yeah. What's wrong with you? Yes, Gary, I am using OBS, but I also use EVMux sometimes, but OBS seems to be the best way for solo streaming. Thanks for kicking over and hanging out with us, man. Welcome to the chat. Glam rocker in the house, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd goes wild. Hey, Glam, this sounds like that Dirty Honey song that that hippie's always covering over there. There's our guitar pick, brought to fruition. BTF, what's up, baby? That was my birthday or Christmas present this year was the Dirty Honey album from 2023. I had the first one, but not the second. Round and say goodbye, right? Lit me like a candle. I agree, Mark, but I do like the second album anyway. Let's see. Last Saturday, I went on a different panel, tried to play to a backing track by myself, and I'm like, what you're doing now, and I really wasn't feeling it. Playing back in track by myself. You didn't like it, Zach? True, Gary. Yeah, well, John Nato is a wild boy. I bet he is badass live, dude. Freaking, that dude's a riff god for sure. In Anchorage, everybody well, y'all need it up there with the lack of sunlight. You didn't like it, but I'm by myself. Phone style is gonna be just right on, man. Yeah, dude, find what fits, you know. But like Gary said, don't stop. Like, just find your lane, you know, for sure. We have this buddy Jeremy, strings and pucks on YouTube. Maybe Mark can do me a favor and drop his channel in the chat. But Jeremy just does acoustics and sings, and he live streams that. I have another buddy who jumps on here sometimes named Charlie. And Charlie does the same thing. It's kind of like karaoke, like open mic night style, like just a microphone and a guitar, and they just play, and it's really fun. I like the backing tracks because I can't really sing while my whole family's asleep, but I can plug an electric in, put my headphones on, you know. Backing tracks that I get into the most are by Now You Shred. I was using them earlier, Gary. I love that guy. This is MJ's backing tracks in studio. But I do love me some some Now You Shred and elevated jam tracks. This guy's really good though. And he's got a very healthy there's the link for you, Gary, if you want to check him out, but he's got a healthy library in here for sure. Let's find something else. I found a couple other ones too. Here's Now You Shred. I think he's got a new one up. Let's check him out. The only thing about Now You Shred that sucks, Gary, and it doesn't suck like I hate him for doing it or anything, but he puts so many of those behind the paywall, and I get it. Like, I get it. It's no shade. It just kind of sucks for guys like me. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, yeah. This is a good one. We're just going to load up. I haven't been on Now You Shred for a minute. We've got a good run here. There we go. Like wooden ships. All right, we have a problem. My guitar is quieter to you than it is to me, so Let's see. Take this down. Take this up. Hold on. Tell me about the levels, Mark. Very nice. Thanks, Gary. Hang on one sec. It's tricky business getting your levels right for YouTube. It was fine before, Mark, but I could only hear my guitar and not very much of the backing track, so it's like in my headphones it was kind of messed up. Gary, what are you doing on YouTube, brother? What's going on your channel? Oh wait, I'm subscribed to your channel. What a dink. I'm a dink. I'm a total dink. I totally forgot. Well, you haven't been on in like 2 weeks, and I think I subscribed to your channel last week, so that's part of my problem. Thank you, Mark. This one's not doing it for me. I gotta switch. Do you guys want to hear my newest song that I did with Keith at For the Love of Guitars? One in the chat if we should listen to it. Oh, there's yeses. Nice. All right. We're at 50%. What say you? There we go. Okay. The eyes have it. Ah, democracy. All right, let's see. Where do I have it? In downloads? Okay. So, backstory on the track. Keith wrote the guitar part that sort of dominates the whole song, and he sent me the finished guitar track. It was in time and in tempo, and then I got the drums and bass extracted from Suno, and then I put the lead guitar part and the lead vocal and some of the harmonies in there as well. And you'll kind of be able to tell because a few of the harmonies came through, but basically Keith sent me the track and I immediately loved it. And I was like, oh, this is good. And then lyrics just sort of like poured out like right off the top. And I was hearing it and I was like, Queen of Hearts. So the song's called The Queen of Hearts, and it just sort of came together pretty quickly. I haven't released it onto like Spotify and stuff yet, but we're going to do that, and I will be giving Keith obviously like writer's credits and all that stuff. But anyway, enough yammering. Here it is.
Queen of Hearts has everything laid out for her new dream, and all you got to do is stand right there and help her hold her things. She's gonna take what she needs, still have time to give you everything.
Isn't that Thanks, Gary. Isn't that guitar part though, that rhythm track's so nice? Like I was like, this is a nice song.
Queen of Hearts has it mapped
It sounds like a piano part.
somewhere deep in her heart.
Enzo, what's up, buddy?
She's got a plan.
I appreciate you, dude.
Board, gonna make a brand new start.
Thanks, Zach.
She's gonna take what she needs. You still have time to give you everything. Let's the ocean wash away.
It is kind of about Whitney, my wife. Yeah, for sure.
From yesterday, she can hold
Yeah, me
on
too.
to anything unless the tide pulls it away. She's gonna take what she needs. You still have time to give you everything.
I had to give that guitar part at the end its sort of spotlight. It's so nice. Yeah, Keith is a really clean player, and he's a good writer too. We had another one that we were kind of working on that was more just one of his. I didn't do too much to it, but I'm West Coast time, Gary, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. He played that, and it just made me think of what it was like when I started dating my wife, like before we were married. It kind of felt like that, and so that's where sort of the lyrics came from. But yeah, Keith's guitar part just like pulled a song out of me. Like, you know, it was really fun. So I'm excited to release that one. And you know, I was kind of talking with Keith at some point. We'll be at NAMM this week. Oh man, that's cool. I wish I was going. I do. Take lots of video, dude. I want to see what it's like. I haven't reached yet a level of getting an invite, and I know you can just go. I know that. I learned that this year or last year. I learned that you can just go, but 3 kids, 1 on the way. It's kind of hard to break away from the house, but I want to go one day. One day I'll be able to. Anyway, I realize I'm in my nice song era. I'm making nice songs for nice reasons. I used to make mean songs and sad songs, and those are the only songs that I ever made. And now that I have like a full heart and I'm like really happy with my life and stuff. I didn't know how to write songs like that, but it's starting to come to me, you know, a little bit, which is cool because I've never written from like that frame of reference before. So yeah, I agree, Gary. And specifically, I need to write some nice songs because I can't just use music as like a tool to get out sadness. I need to let it express happiness and all of my emotions too. I've heard there's not that many YouTubers going to NAMM this year, only 2 that I know of. JB and Laz, I think there's a few people going, but yeah, I think the YouTube community is relatively burnout. Oh man, thanks Enzo. I appreciate that. I do. I'm not like the best singer or guitar player or songwriter, but I think maybe people can tell this is the best this guy can do, and it's, you know, like that I'm trying, maybe. At least I can tell that I'm trying when I hear them now, you know. But it's fun. It's fun to use the amount of talent that I do have for good rather than for evil. Yeah, that's right. Enzo, you could fuck this one up. I can't find it. That one's too wild for me. Gary, I'm going into a smattering of overdrive pedals. I have 2 fuzz. This is the hey, Glam Rocker. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dude. Peace out. This is the fuzz face here. And then this is the Octa Fuzz. And then I have the, courtesy of Mark Spurgeon, dang it, what the, can't see it. Invader Distortion by Maestro. So wicked. Overdrive preamp JHS. And the Nauticlon by JHS. All of that into a Line 6 Pod Go, into a Fender GTX 100. The Pod Go handles stuff like Vibe, or any other pre-effect that I would like. And then the GTX 100 handles all of the post effects. So dry, slapback, long delay, short delay, reverb, hall reverb. So that's kind of how I have it all set up. And then all of the GTX goes XLR into my interface. And it's really fun. Yes, you do have to love a good fuzz face. This one is a Dustin Francis fuzz face that was made for as like a signature run for Nick Perry, from Nick Perry and the Underground Thieves and Silvertide. And I could not love a fuzz pedal more. It's very, very good. Yeah, so that's kind of how I run everything. Yes, sir. We can fox with that. Where's Zeke? Zeke, what's up, buddy? Hey, you were sounding good tonight, sir. Ezekiel did a live stream over on his channel. He's playing along to some Eric Clapton. Tasty shit, brother. Mark, did you buy one of the Marsling Octa Fuzz drives yet? Octave Fuzz is good. That one's kind of fun. Let's see what this is. Texas Blues Shuffle. Let me change amps here. Hang tight. When in Rome. That's fun. Nobody does it like Stevie. Little Wing. Oh yeah. Getting on that funk train, baby. Enzo, that last one. Hold on. Boom. Raylin, what's up, buddy? Oh, that's a fun one too. Later, Gary. Thanks for hanging out, brother. I appreciate you. Black Square. Yeah, dude. Yeah, there were some nice tellies on there. I was lurking for you one night. How's everything going, Raylan? What you been up to, my man? Nice. Well, that's awesome, dude. I'm excited. Have you been doing that intermittently over the past couple weeks, or are you just now kicking into it? Bro, I feel you on that, man. Hard to squeeze in what you love when you're taking care of who you love, you know? But it's worth it. Worth the time. Worth the effort, for sure. But I know how that goes, dude. Surely do. Oh, shit. This is like a... Michael Bolton track or something. Too much gain. It's kind of only one thing I can do on it, though. That's the hard part. so much fusion on here. Everybody's making fusion backing tracks. Yeah, that's funky as shit. Well, all pretty quiet on the home front over here for me, buddy. I got another song recorded, but we played it earlier, so maybe I'll wait a little bit. But I'll play it for you if you want to hear it. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Cool, man. We'll do it. Well, it's only the three of us here. We might as well. Everybody else left. Here, let's play it again. Mark's down for an encore. Give the people what they want. Oh. I already gave Mark the full backstory, but Raylan, basically, Keith, For the Love of Guitars with Keith, wrote this track, and he sent it to me, and he was like, hey, man, can you do anything with this? And I was like, I listened to it a couple of times. I was like, hell yeah, I can do something with that. It started bringing me lyrics right away. Fruition, love you too, buddy. All right, let's take a listen.
Queen of Hearts has everything laid out for her new dream, and all you got to do is stand right there and help her hold her things. She's gonna take what she needs, still have time to give you everything.
Yeah, that guitar part was like perfect, dude. And it was actually technically basically perfect. Like, I dropped it in and got everything, and it's like perfectly in time.
Queen of Hearts has it mapped out somewhere deep in her heart. She's got a plan and a vision board, gonna make a brand new start. She's gonna take what she needs, still have time to give you everything.
This was very hard to sing. It is right at the top of my range. Spartan, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the Midnight Club.
Let the ocean wash away any pain from yesterday. She can hold on to anything unless the tide pulls it away. She's gonna take what she needs, still have time.
It's almost yacht rock, isn't it? Thank you, dude. Thank you. I used some fuzz on this. I was determined to record a fuzz solo for some reason. Currently learning Enter Sandman. Very nice, dude. Hell yeah. Maybe we can play a little metal for you here in a bit. Anyway, we won't play it again. It's the fun part about... Oh, there we go. I just had my repeat on Windows Media Player. Thanks, Raylin. I really like. Yeah, when he sent that, the words, the Queen of Hearts, like you do that thing, Raylin, and you probably know what I'm talking about, where you hear a thing and you like mumble it for a bit, right? Whether you write it or whatever, you're kind of like mumbling along for the lyrics. Queen of Hearts like fell out of my head like right away, and I was like, okay, well, let's roll with that. And then as Mark pointed out, he was surprised that it wasn't a song for my wife, or I wasn't saying right off the bat it was a song for my wife, but it is actually became a song for my wife very quickly, just because I started thinking about her connection to the ocean, so I knew I wanted to get that. Lets the ocean wash away any pain from yesterday. She can hold on to anything unless the tide pulls it away. It was like, that's who she is, for sure, 100%. But yeah, it's my newest little happy song. Just making little happy songs now. Oh yeah, there you go, brother. Just a heavily modified $75 Squire Bullet Strat. I do have a Spotify, brother. It's in the link. There's links below in the description. Yeah, I think we are going to release that one. Well, I'm at least going to give him writer's credit. I don't know how he wants to do it yet, but for sure, together. Or Spartan, were you asking me if I have Spotify, like to check out some of your shit? Thank you, Raylan. Yeah, we're definitely going to put it out. Just not sure. I think he's cool with me putting it out as my song and then just giving him writer's credits on it. And I think that's how we'll do it. But there's also been some talk about a double channel release. Dude, thank you, Spartan. Appreciate you, brother. There's been some talk about doing a double YouTube channel release of the song. So we have to kind of work that out. But do something together for sure. And I do, like, that was my second pass at the vocals. The first pass was like not it. So I think I'm happy with that. It's funny you mentioned that, Raylan. Both points. So number one, I listened to it on my phone and like in the car, like on different speakers, just to try and make sure all the levels are okay, the vocals aren't too far forward. GRB, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right, man. So I gave it like the all speakers test to make sure that it was like, you know, listenable on all platforms. And then point two, the first solo, I like way overdid it, the first solo in that song. So Keith was like, are you trying to cram all the notes in, or, you know, and he was nicer about it than that, but I was like, fair. So I dialed it way back on the second pass for my solos, and it turned out way better because of that. So I got some good advice from him. He's such a good rhythm player and has a very tasteful ear, so that was super helpful. I'm sure you would have given me similar advice, Raylan, if we'd have been recording it on my stream. Yeah, I did the car test, Spartan. It sounds good in the car. Well, the levels sound good in the car. Well, that depends, bro. How are you with the soldering iron? You got steady hands? Or slightly not shaky hands? Do you have a soldering iron? Because you will need one. Have done a pedal board realignment. Nice. Move the fuzz to the start. Very good. The phase in front. Interesting. That's cool. A phase in front of the overdrive. Let's see. I think it was either Steve Vai or John Frusciante that said something like, it's not about what you play, it's about what you don't play. Yeah, for sure, dude. Okay. So in that case, Spartan, I would take it down to a local guitar shop, preferably not a Guitar Center if you can avoid it, but if you must, you must. And take it into a tech, and it's maybe like a 20 or 30 minute job if you take it in there, and it'll be worth the money because, you know, it'll be warranted work and all that good stuff. So I would do it that way. Oh, really? That's too bad. Landon Bailey always says really great things about Long and McQuaid's. Are they kind of like the Guitar Center of Canada? There you go, man. It'll be worth the drive, for sure. For a Mini? or a regular humbucker? Oh, it's a regular humbucker. Hold on. All right, bro. Let's get down to brass tacks. What's your price range? Be honest. Our lives depend on it. Depends on the store also, which worker you get. Yeah. That's the thing about the big shops though, right, Raylan, is that like you could get the fucking new guy, you know? You don't want the new guy. Like what you want is a grumpy old guitar shop owner who's been doing this shit for 50 years and has hands like a surgeon. That's what you're looking for. It was just that one time where my frets were uneven after the, yeah, that's no good. That is no good. Were you able to take it back? You ain't rich. Okay, very good. That means we are going to look on Amazon. We talking under 100? Under 100, probably. Long McQuaid always reminds me of an Old West outlaw gang. Yeah, totally, dude. A hotshot 20-something-year-old who's just a wizard with guitar. Right. Better than a Squire. Okay. I think I got you. Hold on. Are we doing the bridge? Bridge humbucker, I would assume. Okay. So we don't want... Okay, there's two options. Are you looking for something like classic rock, or are you like progressive? What are you thinking? Okay, you have a HSS setup. Cool. Are you thinking, classic rock, or are you thinking like, you want something with some high gain? Probably more like Alnico 5. Here's a good one. These are probably chrome. You want chrome or uncovered? There's so many options. Here, let's drop some stuff. High gain. Okay. That narrows it. Hold up, buddy. So, we want modern, musically pro. This one could be good. Musically makes pretty good shit. Hold on. And it's a Strat. Does it need to have the offset? It doesn't need it. People get too nerdy with that shit. All right, high output. Okay, so here's a bargain set that look like Invader Distortion. Hold on. I want to share it. Copy link. Okay, here we go. There's one set. That's like basement budget. That's $20 for a set, bro. If we want to up the ante a little bit, hold on. Then I'm trying to think of a brand that's like pretty. Wilkinson's pretty good. Let me see what they have. No. Wilkinson. Bridge humbucker. Overwound. Okay, so this one's hot as well. overwound. It's Alnico though. Maybe we want like ceramic. This one. Zebra bobbins. This one's also pretty cheap. Hold on. Let me just pickups, bridge, high gain, bridge pickup. I love shopping. All right, let's see. Stu Mac, $67. Mojotone is like over 100. Seymour is over 100. Stu Max 70s. That could be cool for like $72. We're gonna get it. We're gonna find the right one for you, dude. So you got to think you're gonna be spending like $50 to $80 probably on the installation, so we don't want to go too crazy on the price of the pickup. What's Ori Pure? What is this? These look cool. 70 is okay. Okay, so we can go up to like $70. Let's see if I can. Let's go 50 to 150 and see what we get. $99, $75. The Revival pickups, hot wired. Okay, so here's a full set for $75. Don't know if they sell them in singles. The Revival RPH2 hot wired Alnico. These are kind of cool, dude. And I know you don't need two, but some of them just seem to only come in sets. And that Seymour Duncan JB is always a good. These look interesting. These have a hot rail. Ori Pure. Let's see. What's this? Neck bridge. And this one you can get for $31 just by itself. These look cool. These look the shit. You would need to buy a HH pick guard for your Strat. So they could do that, but you would need to buy a pick guard that fits, and that's kind of hard. Well, it's not hard to do. It's just annoying to find one. But you could just go on Amazon. It's a Squire Strat, right? HH pick guard Squire Strat. So you could get something like this. Right here. You could get something like that. They have a bunch of different colors on that page, so you could like pick your poison. So they could convert if you wanted to do two humbuckers. BCG. You can go on AMS and get an EMG 81 kit for $120 and get it on a payment plan, plus other brands, loaded pick guards. AMS, American Music. That's cool. American Musical Supply. Yeah, I've seen loaded pick guards. Hold on. Let's see if we do HH loaded pick guard. Okay. So you can go to where what Chris is saying, BCG is saying for sure. Oh, you're in the UK. What, hold on. Can I look? Change country or region. Let me change it for a second. United Kingdom. Bada bing. Now we're shopping in the UK, boys. Okay, so HH loaded pickguard Strat. Boom. That's a really good idea, Chris. Thanks for reminding me that we could just bypass all the BS. Okay, dismiss for now. We're just getting some links for the homie. Check out this fucking thing, Spartan. Okay. Not too many options. I do it all the time and it fits my monthly budget. Very cool, dude. What are you doing up, Chris? You should be asleep. Okay. Also, speaking of shopping, Raylyn, are you still in the chat? Oh, damn it. I fell asleep around 7th. Well, there you go. First one I showed has a really nice looking red one. Are you talking about just the pick guard itself? Yes, still in the market for a budget telly. Well, I was going to suggest. Here's what I suggest. Let's go to Guitars Garden, the Firefly. They did a reload, but they don't have any tellies. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on music. Turn on music so it's not so awkward. But I was looking in here the other day. And they have this one. Pickguard and HH in red. Yeah, dude. The $44 thing. Play Cream. No, the band. Not the band, the song. What's the song? I don't even know the song called Cream. Or is it Cream by Cream? Dollar bill, y'all. Dude, those come very highly rated and they are pretty inexpensive. If you add it to your cart, it'll ask you about and it'll tell you how much it is to ship. But those TE52s from Harley Benton are very well reviewed guitars, and I haven't had one personally, but you know how I feel about my Harley Benton. So I was thinking about you the other day when I was looking through here, and I was like, man, maybe he'd like that one, and maybe the shipping would be like under $100 or something. I don't know what duties would be like from Canada, from Germany, but it shouldn't be too terrible, I wouldn't think. They have a black one. This is like, if you want to mod the thing, which I know you're kind of thinking about doing, this would be the one, because it's going to need like a nut and a new bridge and new pickups and stuff like that. 81 shipping, 245 total. That's not too bad. This next one, that's a $88 Telecaster that needs tuners and pickups and a new bridge and probably a new wiring harness. And you can do all of that little by little over time. So, you know, if you wanted like a mod project, you could go that route. And then I think they've got something kind of in between those two as well. Hang on. Yes, they do. This one is just a little less expensive, but it's the same color as my Telly, and it has, is it double bound? It's double bound. So it's got that sort of classed up look about it. And that one, you probably wouldn't need to do much to it. But they have that one in a bunch of different colors, dude. There's like a shell pink one if you're into that. There's sea foam. They have all different kinds, and they're all within like $10 or $20 of each other. So, speaking of Tellys, I'm gonna get mine. Telly Friday, boys. $88 Telly for mod project sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, and you know, you think like that Strat that I was just playing, that's got a 200, or I think $120, $150 loaded pickguard in it with like American made, hand wound, you know, Strat pickups in it, and it's got like $70 tuners on it. So like, but I did those things like little by little, right? So you can sort of take it slow with a mod project and not have to pay everything all at once, you know? Or like this one, which is a $1,000 mod project that I modded anyway, even though it didn't need anything at all. Let's see. You and everyone on here only knows that I bought an unbranded glary guitar for $62 Telly and ordered everything for it, new for it, and doing a reverse video, making it a Fender, and see if anyone. Yeah, dude. Yeah. There you go. We all have our pressure points where we're willing to spend a bunch of money on. The end, and they see it's a glary on the bench when I got it out of the box. Yeah, dude. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, Harley Bentons are fine. Fireflies are fine. Like, these cheap guitars now are well made. It does not need to, you know, they're not well appointed, but they are well made. And that's the bigger part that matters, because since we're all guitar nerds, we're going to change appointments whether they need it or not. Case in point, this has Seymour Duncan pickups in it, and it had Fender Japan, like Fujigen factory pickups in it, which were fine. And same with the wiring. And I still spent money on it, even though I didn't have to. So, like, we're going to do it, you know, no matter what. You might as well not spend a bunch of money on the front end. $2K on airsofting. Hell yeah. I know why. Because playing airsoft is fucking awesome. That's why. It's worth it. West Creek guitars are cool. Yeah. Oh, Raylin, if you want, I don't know what Amazon's like. There's one other one I will mention before we play some more guitar here. Do you like relics? Because these guys do relics, and I think what you get out of this is like a ball end fretted, like really well, and like a playable instrument. You might need to get it set up, but what does it say? Mahogany body, roasted maple neck, rosewood fretboard, 6-string. Yeah. These are kind of dope. I've been looking at these and thinking, like, I would. They have several colors, and they look pretty cool. And the headstock, I would call it acceptable. They're not the best, but I would call it acceptable. They're a little pricier though, $229. So you wouldn't want to mod those right away. You'd want something that was like playable out of the box, you know, something you could actually play at a gig right away. The cream yellow one. Yeah, the yellow looks cool. I like the white, the really beat up white one too. And I don't actually hate the red or the black. I don't like the green or the sunburst, but I think all 4 of the other colors seem pretty awesome. So I'm gonna RIP a channel tonight. There's this channel called Gear Night, and they would like it was just a couple of bros, and they'd get together and review gear. And I literally, they have not posted a video in like they're done. They're not doing it anymore. So I'm gonna unsub tonight from Gear Night, even though I don't want to. I just wish that they wouldn't have quit. Unsub. RIP. It's been fun, Gear Night. They just stopped doing stuff. I don't know. It was weird. It was such good content, too. RIP indeed. Everyone opinion, right-handed player. Should I rest the guitar on my left thigh? Oh, like classical. So it depends on how you're sitting, but you should definitely be comfortable playing both. I like it on my right thigh, because it brings the top of the neck closer to my arm, so I don't have to stretch. But also in this position, you also don't have to stretch as much, but you're kind of flailing your arm back a little bit, which is a strange sensation. But I would say be comfortable with both. Like practice in both positions for sure. Yeah. True. Yeah, the reason that rock and roll guitarists practice like this is because this is the standing position. This is about where you would want your guitar on your body if you were standing and playing. Left thigh will feel different. Yep. I've only done left thigh a few times. Wrist pain. Yeah, it makes you turn your wrist in a strange way for sure, Raylan. I don't mind it though. Like when I play my flying V, I basically am playing like that. You know, the V rests on my right leg technically, but the guitar's over here, and I don't mind it at all. But it just, like Raylan's saying, it just depends on like how it feels on your hands and stuff like that. But it'd be a good idea to play both. This is nice. Oh, by the way, Spartan, I didn't pay $1,000 for this. My dad gave me this guitar. I was simply commenting earlier on the value of this guitar and the fact that I still butchered it, put dings in it while I was modding it, dropped my soldering iron on the finish and stuff. I'm dumb. This guitar is nice, but anyway, I didn't pay. I wouldn't have been able to pay that. The guitars that I bought myself are I don't think I've ever spent more than $500 on something. The Flying V and these two back here in the corner, that one and that one, those are kit guitars. Enzo's back in the chat, baby. Well, I appreciate you, Enzo. If you fall asleep on me, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Thank you, dude. Yeah, we have to sort of rebuild the audience on the podcast now, which is good, and that's fine. But I think having it on its own channel was the right move. It will turn out to be the right move for sure. But kind of tough because usually we'd have like a lot more people in the chat when we went live, but it's just taking some time people to get over there. Did we even listen to this one? We did listen to this one. I need more backing tracks, you guys. Well, I appreciate you going over there and subbing to it, dude. It means a lot. And appreciate all you guys hanging out with me tonight. Behringer question. Sorry, but what volume you usually set your guitar volume? 10. Oh, beginner question. I'm almost always on 10. I'm ashamed to say, which is a very beginner thing to do. I also have a huge problem with this in that the volume knob doesn't work at all, and I need to open the electronics. I'm usually on what you really should do is set it kind of in the middle and get the amp to where you want it, and then starting volume at 8. That works. But basically what you want to do is get the guitar like at a low enough level, and then get the amp where you want it with the guitar at whatever that level is, and then you have a little bit of juice to give yourself. You don't have to just stomp on a pedal every time you want more volume. So that's kind of the way, I think, but I definitely don't do it that way because no matter how many scales I learn, I'm still a novice. What's this? Yeah, I was going to say, BCG, you've been kind of, you haven't been posting as much, and I kind of felt like maybe you were busy with life stuff, which is totally fine. I've been like that too. Oh, guys, hold on. So, no pressure. I literally could not care less, but if anybody's interested, I made some t-shirt designs. The t-shirts I made are really nice t-shirts, so you look at it and go like $25, but they're next level t-shirts, which are my favorite t-shirts, like, to wear. They literally feel so good. They don't shrink in the wash. They wear in so nicely. I'll wear just like plain ones, but I'm going to order probably one of each of these. So on the front is the Only Frets logo. We have like 3 different colors, I think. And then on the back, it says live from your mom's house. So if you're cool with wearing a t-shirt that's, there you go. Raylan found it. Nice. And then there's like a couple of cheap stickers and stuff. But if anybody is in the market, as it were, and then I'm probably going to order some, and at some point I'll probably just like give some away. So I need to get a few sizes and stuff like that. But I want to have some for the channel so we could do like random like pop-up giveaways of the t-shirts and stuff. Fair enough. Anyway, I was pretty stoked the way the design came out on those, and they're just clean, like pretty basic. But I do like putting that mom's house on the live from your mom's house. Pretty funny. Hey man, save your money for your telly, but I appreciate you. If you do, I appreciate it, but save your money for your telly. This is not it. What are we doing, you guys? Yeah, totally, dude. I do have the e-juice. The other design idea I've been cooking up is like little cartoon pictures of me and Jonathan standing like with our arms around each other outside of like a house, and a big neon sign above that says only frets, and then an arrow pointing down from the sign that says your mom's house. Spartan, that's our podcast. Hang on and I'll share it with you. Live, that's right. Yeah, every Thursday we say streaming live from your mom's house. And we just thought it's fun to like have a culture of have like mama joke culture be a part of it, because like mom jokes are funny. And it's not meant to be mean. It's just funny, you know? So Spartan, we stream on Thursdays at 11 West Coast time, 2 p.m. East Coast time. And we just do like a live. And it's not like this where I don't read every comment when we're on there. Usually Jonathan and I are trying to like keep a conversation going. Sometimes we interview people. We've done like 5 interviews now. We'll have like a guest on. And it's just like really nerdy guitar shit. But yeah, exactly, Enzo. Like just kind of like what it was like being in middle school or whatever. You know, your mom's so fat, she sat on a dollar bill and 2 boogers popped out of George Washington's nose. Next week, I want Jonathan and I to go, your mom says hi, Jinx. I'm like, yes, exactly. Locker room style. Yeah, we did a SFT interview, BCG. We did do that. I haven't moved it to the new channel yet, but it is on mine. And then every Friday, I'm gonna drop a previously recorded episode called the Random Friday Upload. So I'll drop a previously recorded episode until they're all on there, and then I'll be done with that. And then we'll just be recording the lives. Hey, I get no respect. find something a little more upbeat. Oh yeah. Cool. Hey man, the ladies dig that salt and pepper, Spartan. Nope. Cannot hang. Nope. That ain't gonna do it. You know what? I want to fucking shred, dudes. We're gonna put on a metal backing track. And I'm going to play as fast and as ugly as I can. Where are you? You're down here. Mark woke up. All right. All right, brother. It's good hanging out with you, dude. Come back next week. Let me know what you decided on that pick guard, dude. Have a good weekend if I don't see you around the interwebs anywhere. Nope, that ain't hitting. I wanted it to really badly, but it ain't. There we go. All right, Enzo, get some rest, brother. It's good seeing you. I'm only going to be on for a little bit longer. All right, brother. It's good seeing you, Chris. Thanks, man. Mark, this freaking distortion pedal is so unique. Like, I don't think I've ever heard a distortion pedal that is anything like it. Nope. That ain't the one. Oh, yeah. Nope. Too fast. what happens if I slow it down. You can't. Brit pop rock? This is cool. It wouldn't let me change it, Raylan. No, not on a backing track. Strange. I blew it. You know, some of that pop punk octaves. I like that. What's who's left? Anybody who's left in the chat, what's your guilty pleasure music? Like, what's the one that you're like, I can't let my homies hear me listening? I mean, most guys, most grown men are like fine with like whatever. Like, we don't get embarrassed, but like, if there was one in high school that you listened to, you didn't want to let your homies know, what was it? No. Not this. Taylor Swift for sure. Are you joking or are you being serious? Because I want a serious answer. Mine was Fall Out Boy and Mariah Carey. I was never embarrassed about Whitney Houston, but Mariah Carey and Fall Out Boy were the two that like I could get hung up for listening to. I think I'm out of tune. I am. Oh, really, Raylan? You're that dude? You only listen to cool fucking music? Hi, my name's Raylan. I only listen to the coolest shit you've ever heard of and only the coolest shit you've never heard of. No, I'm just kidding. Some people literally don't listen to bad music. I'm not one of them. I listen to bad music and I watch bad movies and I like made-for-TV action movies that are shitty, like The Marine with fucking John Cena in it and stuff. Like, I watch everything. I listen to everything. Speaking of which, I don't know if I shared this with you guys. Maybe I did, but I got the sickest fucking cassette tape haul recently. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Okay. Up your alley. Fucking Credence. Right? Chronicle. It's like the greatest hits. It's got all the good stuff on it. Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. Personal favorite of mine. I know everybody loves Damn the Torpedoes, but I love Full Moon Fever. Led Zeppelin, Coda. I also got Led Zeppelin 4 with this haul as well. And amongst other things, Beatles, Revolver. I have one you'll like, Raylan. Hold on. Well, I know you like these, but I have one that... Boom. Candlebox, bro. Some good stuff right there. That was a really good cassette haul. I was like scrolling on Facebook Marketplace. Oh no, did my mushroom run out of battery? My mushroom's been off this whole time and you guys didn't tell me? So I paid, so I think I got like 20 tapes. And I paid $6 each. It was like $120. Nice, Mark. I have a good CD collection over in my closet as well. But like I found what's the Soundgarden album? Super Unknown. I found them on Facebook Marketplace, actually, GRB, and I got them delivered. I think they were about an hour north of me. I was like, man, I don't want to drive up there. But yeah, they were $6 each, so it's kind of pricey, but for the quality, like, I got a Blues Traveler album, Blues Traveler 4, 2 Pink Floyd albums, Animals and The Final Cut. 3 Van Halen tapes, 1, 2 and Diver Down. Oh, and 2 Jimi Hendrix. Are You Experienced? And one other one. It was crazy. It was such a good haul, dude. I couldn't say it. I was like, and he had so many more, and I was just like going through. There was a couple Rush tapes I passed on. I didn't want to, but I was like, man, I gotta like keep it to the most important ones or whatever. But really good. Speaking of which, not for nothing, Michael Jackson's Bad, like the album Bad, is literally the cleanest recorded like audio quality tape I've ever owned in my life. Like I put that thing in my tape player and I was like, holy shit. It sounded so good. You got a bunch of concert DVDs you never watch anymore? Which ones, bro? They sound really cool. Raylan, I have this tape for my kid. So like when there's a new song, he has me like record the song onto the mixtape, you know? And I did that song for him and the one for all my kids. And he wanted them on the tape. So I put them on the tape and I listened back to it on the tape. And my songs sound so much better, drowned out by the hum of a cassette tape. It sounded awesome. Are you going to do, when you do your album, are you going to record, you're recording, I know you're doing live to tape, I think, right? But, or are you doing digital recording? If you do digital, you should have them run it through a tape reel back onto digital. It sounds so good, dude. Bought bulk CDs years ago. I have a ton. I mean, boxes. That's crazy. When my wife and I take a vacation from our children to come visit you in Alaska, Mark, we're going through some stuff, buddy. You have found yourself a guy who likes to root through boxes. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's probably the better way to do it now. You remember, Raylan, when we were doing recording, when I was recording on here and you guys were hanging out with me, and we were looking at those different mastering layers that I can use in BandLab? Well, I think a lot of people like the tape one, and I was kind of like, oh, I like this more clean. I'm like, I only use the tape skin for it now. It just sounds so much better. Pearl Jam, The Who, Fleetwood Mac, John Hyatt. I saw John Hyatt live at the Portland Zoo one time. He was awesome. I love it. Keith Urban, Stones, Eric Bibb. Holy smokes, dude, that's awesome. Recording on a Trident 80B console. Mixing will be done on the API 2448 console. Slam to tape. Sick, dude. Your album's gonna sound so fucking good, dude. I could not be more excited. I've lost touch with this backing track. It's really good though. Yeah, I'm really excited, dude. Woodstock, oh nice. Some guys got it all. My buddies and I used to smoke weed and watch the Woodstock DVD all the time when I was like 19 years old. No, but I can. Right here. That's that one that Mark sent me, Raylan, the Invader distortion. It's pretty awesome. Do middle pickups work? They do, but guys, why is that? It can be used as a weapon. It's super heavy. Why do we hate middle pickups so much? Raylan seems to love them. He's always asking me about the middle pickup. Keith Richards shows us how to whack someone on the head with a telly. He sure did. He sure did. Do you guys remember that video from like 5 years ago? Where the guy was playing like a country gig or whatever, and some guy in the audience was like talking shit to him, and the guy got up and came up to him and he fucking cracked him with his acoustic guitar, put him down, and then he was like, "You saw him, he came at me." Do you guys remember that video? That was crazy. And then he sat back down like he was going to keep playing his set right after that. No, I haven't seen that, but it sounds... Okay, we're going to watch it. All right, let me open a second instance of YouTube here. We're going to watch it together because it's incredible. And honestly, I'm kind of on that guy's side because if you're heckling bad enough that you want to like get into a shit talking contest with a guy playing guitar for you, it's ridiculous. Hold on. Guy hits audience member with guitar. Here it is. Okay. So check a few years ago. It was like 16 years ago, but it resurfaced a couple years ago. Okay. So let me open it up. Let me pause it. Let me get the video up. Window capture. Sticks and stones. Dude, it's so legit, dude. All right. Hold on. Okay. Ready?
Kenny, man, what's your name? Asshole. Boy, you ain't shitting, but... Yeah, I'll tell you, if you guys don't shut the fuck up, about 200 people are gonna beat the living shit out of you. I ain't kidding. Because we got people who can just take you out here so fast, man, it'll be like you out in the parking lot going, huh?
It sounds like these guys were fucking with him the whole night.
I know. It's the okay state. I seen your license plate. Oklahoma's okay. It's like, you know, it may not be Nirvana, man, but by God, it's okay. I don't know if you're in Oklahoma, is that Oklahomanian?
Yes, he did say his name was Asshole.
Kind of like this guy. But you know, no, really, don't mess with me, because I don't come down to the bus station and slap the dick out of your mouth when you're working, do I?
Ooh.
Oh, get on up here, motherfucker.
Nobody thought he would actually do it.
I'm sorry, man. The guy fucking came at me. What do you think, folks?
No.
Okay, sure.
That was unnecessary.
So awkward. Just fucked him up.
There's comedy.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm with Keith Richards on that. I'm with that guy on that one. I don't know where he was. Like, obviously he was out of town, all that stuff, but it seemed like somebody just started filming. Like, this is a context issue, right? Because we didn't see what happened for the whole other, like, 30 minutes before this went down or whatever. But it seems like that guy was fucking with him all night. Yeah, that's what I think, Raylan. I've never, I don't know. I've never been to Oklahoma. Sounds about right. Yeah. Anyway, I saw that video for the first time like 5 years ago, and I was like, holy crap. But that line, he's like, I don't come down to the bus station, slap the dick out of your mouth while you're working, dude. They were messing with the best, dude. They were trying to heckle the heckler, you know? Oh, it's funny. Funny. Anyway. People are nuts, dude. No, you cannot. You're right, Raylan. This isn't Roadhouse, you know. All right. Real talk, I'm probably done playing. Yeah, he fucked up his guitar so bad. Blew the whole back off it. So here's where I'm at with guitar. I think I need to get better again. Imagine taking that 12 string to a guitar. Like, listen, man. He came at me. Bum rushed the stage. That's funny. So like I've been doing these live streams, and I don't know how it is for you guys, but I feel like my riffs and stuff like that, like it's getting really repetitive. I feel like you know how it goes, like when you just plateau and you reach a new level and then you kind of stay there, and I've stayed there. So I think this year I am going to recommit to some lessons. You know, Brian at Searching for Tone kind of inspired me to do it, but I've got all these Robert Baker lessons that I can tap into, and I'm looking for I need some new tricks. I need to like up my speed, you know, just kind of, I am relying on a lot of like the same like but I need to up my game again. It's time to like reinvigorate, you know, infuse some like extra something or other to my playing, to mix it up. Anyway, I think I'm gonna retire for the evening, but that's kind of where I'm at. I want to, you know, mix up some of these. Spider scales help a lot with speed. I have this ultimate speed builder course from Robert Baker. So hold on, I won't show any of the like course content, but I'll kind of show you what I've got here. View in progress courses. So here's like some of the stuff I've been working on. I'm not all the way through. Guitar essential sequences. So that's like the hold on, let me get this reverb turned off. That's like sequencing. I have this Ultimate Speed Builder. This one really did like help me. Legato Domination, I did not do very well with. I need to like work on my legato a little more. Creative Pentatonic Workshop is really cool. I got halfway through it and then I wrote a song and then I never got back to doing it. So these are just like a bunch of different courses, like Rock and Roll Chop Shop. That's a great course. I have the Angus Young, Billy Gibbons. Those two I think would help me a lot if I can make my way through it. This is the big 80s course. I finished some of them. Here's his newest one, the 80s Shred Licks. Those are frankly too difficult for me. They have like arpeggio workout, chord inversion. And Raylan, I've been doing Robert's courses for like 4 years on and off. Here, let me show you the ones that I've finished. That kind of, these ones sort of like got me. Let's see. Do I have them all? Yeah. So I finished a 3-part fretboard decoder. That really helped me like figure out the fretboard. I did the 80s licks course. That's the most recent one that I finished, and that one made me better for sure. Fretboard mobility, the minor scale, fantastic course. Yeah, time really does. It just flies by, dude. Boot camp. The rock and roll boot camp, this one for beginners and next level, these two are kind of how I kicked off the journey. Holy smokes, man. Like really good. And yeah, I have like a bunch of these that I have. I don't have everything, but there's a bunch of these that I have. He has such good lessons. He's basically giving one away right now. The Creative Pentatonic Workshop is $1. It's on sale for $1 right now. And I don't know, some about the way he does online lessons just makes it feel like real and not like you're sitting in front of your computer. But yeah, I wanna finish some of this stuff. So my goal is to like try and finish like the Rut Buster. That would be a perfect one for me to finish right now because I'm kind of feeling like I'm in a rut. Essential Sequences, probably start that one over and go back through it. And then the Speed Builder is something that I really want to do. So, you know, I don't want to just keep playing the same licks for you guys every night. Like, it'd be good to like mix it up a little bit with scales after learning them. Yeah, so the fun part about his lessons is he doesn't just teach you the scale. He teaches you how to play it out of order. So all of his lessons are framed around like implementation rather than just knowing it upwards and backwards. Like, yes, there is portions of the courses where it's like, you know, but then he's like, what if you know, he just mixes it up like almost immediately. I do need to play with others. I do. Doing the recording song thing has been helping because it's more focused on like writing riffs and lyrics and, you know, whole songs and stuff like that. So that's been helping me. So I don't feel like I'm in a rut creatively. I just feel like when I'm doing just like soloing guitar on here and stuff, that's where the rut comes in. And honestly, practicing to audition for that cover band really like helped expand. What it did was like narrowed it. So like I have this block of wood of my guitar skills, and it was like learning songs and parts and specific solos was like whittling away at the block to create like, you know, a rocking horse or like whatever you would carve a race car out of wood. Like, you know, it really helped like narrow the vision, the field of vision, to be like, I just need to be able to play this part. And it's like, actually that part's really easy because I play more complex stuff than that. So I think for like cover band purposes, like I'm in really good shape when it comes to that stuff. But I don't know. You know, I get on here, I hang out with y'all, I noodle, have a good time. But I feel the repetitiveness sinking in by about the second, you know, halfway through the second hour. And I'm like, okay, I don't have any more tricks up my sleeve really. So I kind of want some more tricks up my sleeve. I don't feel like I'm done yet, you know? So yeah, that's kind of the plan for this year. I don't know. I think they might, Raylan. They always seem to. Like, even if I go through one of his courses and I don't get everything down pat, like, I always pick up something. There's always something that I can take and implement right away. Like, I always stumble across, like, something that falls under my fingers really easy. But I know what you're talking about because, like, I'm kind of the opposite of you, Raylan, like, where I had a better ear than I had fingers for a really long time. Like, I knew what I wanted my solos and stuff to sound like, but I didn't know how to get there. And so then when I added like that fretboard, fretboard knowledge and like understanding the notes and stuff like that, it made all of that so much easier. But I literally spent like 2 decades doing the same shit over and over and over again. And I just really don't want to fall into that ever again. I want to just like always be spicing it up little by little. So I think they will help for sure. And you know, if you're ever interested, like that creative pentatonic workshop, you know, it's like establishing movement, fretboard, double vision. It's not too many courses. It's basically like 2 sections, so it's like 36 minutes. If you're interested, Raylan, you could get it for $1, you know. And it might help you with what you're struggling with. And it's just, yeah, about like being creative with your scale. So, you know, if you, yeah, that's right, Mark. Can't hurt. Anything but my fingers. Won't hurt nothing but my fingers. But yeah. And he's great. His videos are easy to watch. He's such a nice person. So, just a little shill there for somebody. Dudes, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go lay down. We got a full day of basketball tomorrow, so yeah, it's gonna be good. It's a good plan. Many albums later, he walked away with so much knowledge. Just, yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to do it. This worked for me. Sitting down and trying to like pick apart Led Zeppelin 4 wasn't gonna work for me, but you know, it really, like, once I found Robert's lessons, those just really hit home. I tried like Guitario and previewed Guitar Super System. And yeah, GRB, thank you again, man. I appreciate having you in here as always, dude. You're a good hang, my man. I like hanging out with you guys. Chris Vander Kooi from Peach Pit is the guitar. Okay, nice. Very cool. That's your favorite guitar? Well, I don't even think I know Peach Pit. Peach Pit.
Just crush the first children with your ass, and then...
Yeah, one child must be sacrificed.
Oh, cool. A taste of ass.
Hey, it's Mike, and welcome back to This Week on Tour.
You watch all those videos on there, Raylan? I tried Jimmy Page once. I was like, holy shit. How do people do this by ear? Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. I wouldn't know. But I do know that once I acquired, like, all those skills, I was able to, like... Long live Marty Schwartz, too. Because he really, like, once I gathered the skill, again, the block of wood analogy, the whittling a block of wood, like, once I gathered the skill and then I went over to Marty Schwartz, like, I could pick up the songs, like, so easy, he had, like... Like, I wouldn't have been able to, bless his soul indeed. What a gem. I need to see if we can get him on the podcast. That would be like a grail get, dude, to have Marty Schwartz, like, join us on the podcast. It'd be so sick. I bet he would do it. He's such a nice person. And that would be a banger for sure. But yeah, anyway, I'll get out of your guys' hair, stop talking your ear off. But thanks for hanging with me, dudes. I appreciate y'all. Raylan, hit us with some updated tracks when you get some, dude. Yeah, totally a dream guest on the podcast. We are having Nick Perry of Nick Perry and the Underground Thieves is coming on the podcast in February. That's been confirmed. I'm really excited for that. Obviously, I'm a huge fan, so that's going to be really cool. And Robert Baker actually has tentatively said yes. I'm waiting to hear back on what his schedule's like, but I think he's going to come on the podcast soon too. So that'll be fun. And then I got to get a couple more of the homies on there, like Keith and Ubi and stuff. But all right, boys, I'm going to let you get. But yeah, totally sick. I'm super stoked. 2026 is going to rip. And we're going to have new songs, new albums. Freaking the homies are getting it done. We're getting shit done this year. So thank you guys. And I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.